And welcome back. This is the special report segment of the InfoWars Nightly News, and we have this article on Infowars.com today. High school student in critical condition after being tased by cops. Now, this is a report with contradictory eyewitness accounts. Some people are saying this is a condition where a young man was actively involved in a fist fight. Others say he was trying to break up a fist fight. Regardless, when police arrived on the scene, they tased the young man, who hit to the floor, hit his head, and now has brain damage. His family is very much concerned that even if he lives through this ordeal, he will never be the same. Now, the side of the young man argues that he did nothing wrong. On the flip side, the sheriff's department had a similar sentiment, saying that their officer did nothing wrong. So we called the Bastrop Sheriff's Department earlier today, and this is what we were told. Hi, my name is Jakari Jackson. I'm a reporter for Infowars.com. I just had a few questions about the situation at the Cedar Creek High School, where Mr. Day Riviera was tased. First of all, Miss, can you tell me the policy about using tasers on students? Is there a policy?
There's not a policy specifically for students. We have a use of force policy, but it doesn't just generate scenarios for students only.
Okay, can we talk about the use of force? I know officers have many different types of weaponry. They have tasers, they have pepper spray, they have firearms. So what's the use of force to get to the point where they actually deploy a taser?
I can actually just send you the policy if you'd like.
Okay, sure, that'd be fine. Thank you, miss. So it's my understanding that the gentleman who was actually tased is going to have charges still pressed against him. Is that accurate?
No, sir. It's charges that are pending. Due to his condition, charges are unlikely going to be pressed against him, but there were a number of things, violations that he did the day of the incident.
Okay, and I know the case is still ongoing and all the facts have not come out, but was it justified to use a taser in this situation?
That'll come out in the investigation.
Now, to her credit, the public information officer in Bastrop wasted no time getting us this information, so she is a person of her word. Let's go ahead and get a document came on this. You can see it, the Bastrop County Sheriff's Office Policies and Procedures. And if you take a look down here, the policy. It is the policy of this office that officers shall use only that force that is necessary to effectively bring an incident under control while protecting the lives and safety of the officer or other person. So let's explore this notion of other persons. Now, there's a diagram right here. And when I first looked at this diagram, I wasn't exactly sure what to think, because I was trying to find out, is there a hierarchy of force? You start here, then you move up, then you move up, and you move up. But when you look at this, it seems anything that the officer could potentially do, I guess, is acceptable in various circumstances. And like it says, you could assume that maybe it starts right here with the verbal commands, then moves to OC spray, and then deadly force. But you can also go this way: verbal commands, impact weapons, and electronic control devices. So I'm not exactly sure what to make of this diagram. I guess it just tells you the various forces they have available to them. But back down here, we'll skip down to this section where it says fight. It says passive resistance, and this is where the person just kind of jerks away from the officer. But you also have active resistance. The actor actively attacks officer through his own actions, aggressively resist arrest or movement. Now, thus far, nobody is saying that the young man exactly attacked the officer. Like I said, reports are contradictory, but most people are saying that even if he was physically involved with in a fighting situation, it wasn't directly involved with the officer. So we'll move on now, flip a few pages here. Now I want to go to the taser application, the electronic control device. It says the electronic control devices will not be fired at the throat, face, or eyes of an individual. The ECD may also be used in the stun mode, and it goes on to say they have stricter policies for the people who work in jails. And we'll move on here. Now, the part on excessive force. In evaluating the reasonable application of force, officers must first consider their own age, size, strength, skill level with department-approved force options, state of health, and the number of officers as opposed to the number of actors. So I'm not exactly sure what the physicality was of the officer who actually deployed the taser. I don't know if he's some big, strong military kind of guy or, some other type of individual. But, my understandings, from either side who gets the report, it seems that the officer was, if he was engaged, was directly engaged with one person, because there was a fight between two females who seemed to be focused on each other. So even if the young man did attack the officer, and I'm not saying he did, it seems like the officer may have been in a one-on-one situation, which makes me wonder why he would deploy a taser in a one-on-one situation. We'll move on now, and we'll end right here with force. It says the amount of active power, strength, or energy that is reasonable to overcome an actor's physical resistance. So once again, I wasn't there. Both sides are saying they have the trump card of a video, but neither side has released those videos yet, so we'll have to wait and see. But my thoughts and prayers do go out to the young man in Bastrop. Now stay tuned, because after this we'll have Darren McBreen and also InfoWars writer Kit Daniels discussing what happened with the excessive force when they went to Dallas, Texas, and they encountered the sheriff's department there.
We're on the march. The empire's on the run. And the InfoWars army is standing strong. Wake up your family, friends, and neighbors and break the matrix at InfoWarsStore.com. Learn the truth and spread the message of liberty with the world's most comprehensive collection of books and documentary films. Maintain a healthy metabolism and energize your body to perform at peak health with Survival Shield Nascent Iodine. Protect your family and be prepared with survival foods and emergency preparedness kits. And now you can drink safe water with your own ProPure water filtration system, which removes fluoride and other harmful chemicals from your family's water supply. Save 10% with the promo code WATER. So join the revolution. InfoWarsStore.com.